What, according to Murat, do we want to do today?
Oh, are we doing it? Oh.
Lord of the Rings.
Fuck me.
Yes.
I mean, the response I really like.
Yes.
According to Murat, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Lord of the
Lord of the Rings. We're Lord of the Rings. We're lording in the rings. Gandalf is the Tommy. Oh, no, what is it? Frodo.
Gandalf is Tommy? Who's Tommy? Just start from the beginning. Don't tell me who Tommy is. You don't have to tell The Hobbit.
Beginning
In
of
fact,
Lord of
don't.
the Rings.
Oh my god, no, don't even talk about that.
No Hobbit.
Wait. When you say the beginning of Lord of the Rings, should he start with like
God.
the
Lore?
montage at the beginning,
Lore?
like, lore, or should he start,
Lore after.
There is.
Shire?
Okay, so there's a guy named. No, it's a book named Silmarillion.
No.
This is a book or a guy? Silmarillion.
It's a book.
Doesn't matter.
A book.
We're not going to talk about it yet.
Okay, good, because I don't know.
After.
There is. I really want to say Malfoy, but his name is not Malfoy.
You can't start like this.
Sauron.
Okay.
Sauron. Sauron has 7 rings. 7 rings?
Like Ariana Grande.
Like Ariana Grande. Just like Snow White. He has 7. Okay. Sauron.
What?
7 little rings. 7 little rings. And he gives these. Oh, wait. No. Sauron has 1 ring. And it's. No. He has 7 rings. Sauron has 7 rings. He gives 1 to the dwarves. He gives 1 to the elves. He gives 1 to the humans. He gives 1 to other 3 that you know about. No, well, there's 4 more. Maybe he has 3 rings. He has 3 rings. He has 3 rings. And he gives 1 to the dwarves. He gives 1 to the elves. He gives 1 to the humans. And he keeps the other 4. And then he's like, having too many rings is a bit tedious. So I'm going to put these all into 1 big ring. Really nice, sweet ring. And he wears this ring and he's like, yo, like Mega Sauron. Jabang. Like humans come at him and he's like, whoop-hoom. And then they just fly off. Cool sound effects and everything. But then there's that one boy, the old king. And he's there like, yo, let me see that ring. Sauron's like, nah. And he's like, yo, shapang. And then boom, ring is like peon, like flying away. And the guy finds the ring and he's like, shoo. And then he just like schwas the ring and then I guess cool things happen. And then the elves show up. And so do the dwarves. No. Bilbo.
I told you not to do The Hobbit.
No Hobbit.
Bilbo's in Lord of the Rings. And
Bilbo acquires the ring in a manner. And I'm going to be very honest, I have no clue. There's some dwarves involved. Bilbo is old. And he lives in Hobbit Town. He's just having a nice day in the meadows, diddling and doodling. And no, but he's just like having a good time. He's having a good old Hobbit time. He's got son, Frodo, grandson, nephew, baby. he has Frodo. Frodo is in his possession in some manner. Frodo's like, hey, why you all weird? But then Bilbo's like, don't look in my pocket. It's my pocket. Frodo is like, oh, gee, my old friend is here. And of course I know his name. Gandalf. Gandalf is like, and then Frodo's like, oh, Gandalf. And Gandalf's like, oh, hello, Frodo. He's like, okay, cool, keep your secrets then. And then Gandalf finds out Bilbo is a sketchy dude. with weird intentions. And Gandalf's like, okay, give me the ring. Bilbo's like, no. I guess he gives him the ring one way or another because then Frodo has the ring. And then Frodo and the potato boy, Sam, they're like, let's go on a hero's journey. And then the other two Hobbit boys are like, all right, we'll come too, why not? Then the dwarves show up. No. They are at the elf land. There's a table. There's a big table, a circle. It's Knights of the Old Table. That's round table, not old table. Knights of the Round Table. No, it's not at all, actually. It's like the 7 rings. Are there 7 rings? All right. Humans have a ring, dwarves have a ring, elves have a ring, and Frodo has a ring. So there are 4 rings, actually. There are 4 rings. And then they're like, how about I give you my ring, my dear son? Oh, wait, no, they don't at all, actually. None of them have a ring. There's only 1 ring. Frodo definitely has a ring. The other 3 potentially have rings, which is... I don't know if they're... Frodo has a ring. And then the guy that dies in every movie, his name is not Richard.
Is it Tommy?
maybe that's Tommy. No, but it's not, he doesn't give me Tommy vibes. He's got long hair. He's kind of handsome. He dies in everything. His name starts with a B. I'm very sure of this. For some reason, I want to say brother, but like brothers are really dumb. Other than Tolkien called him brother.
He is a
So brother comes in and he's like, "Sup, brother? You can't just be walking into Mordor like that." Well, he doesn't actually say that. What was it? You don't simply walk into Mordor. One does not simply walk into Mordor. No. One does... This meme was 10 years ago. One doesn't walk into Mordor like that, okay? He doesn't say that.
That was the least accurate you've done it.
Okay, so he says it's hard to go to Mordor. It's not, you can't just be meadow doodling like in Bilbo letters. You can't just be prancing around the Mordor zone. So Aragorn is there. Legolas is like, I'm the new young hot elf, though I'm like a billion years old. I will help too. Then the dwarf is like, I guess I'll come. I don't know why the dwarf comes. He's like, I hate this, but I'm a dwarf, and I got passionate feelings about stuff, and I want to show my feistiness. So he comes. He shows off his feistiness. He's pretty great. Everyone loves him.
What's his name?
I want to say Gilmore.
It's the Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. Then probably not Gilmore. Guilfoyle? No, that's from Silicon Valley. Gimli. I'm gonna say Gimli. Gimli is right? Okay, thank God, Jesus Christ. We got
Congratulations.
Gimli, we got Aragorn, we got Legolas, we got Frodo. Yeah, my name is all right. But then there are orcs, and orcs are like, yo, it's meat time. Meat's back on the menu, and they're like, no, not my meat.
You know this movie exclusively through memes?
I think so. It's back on the menu. So they fight for the meat. Well, I mean, the meat is more secondary to the ring, I suppose. But it is no factor in some matter. Brother's like, yo, Frodo, what if you gave me the ring though? And Frodo's like, okay, well, what if I didn't? And then brother's like, but I'm brother, like, come on. Then I guess Frodo doesn't give him the ring, but brother's like all about the ring. But then towards like things start happening and they're like chop, chupa chups. And then Aragorn just kind of does his own thing. Legolas just kind of does his own thing. Then Gimli, I guess does his own thing. But then brother is like, yo, and he's a total bro about it, and he like fights off like the bad orcs, and he's like, he's chopping, topping. But then there's like the metal orc, like the one that has like the kiss mask, and he's like, yo, I can shoot arrows though, and then shoots brother, and brother's one. He's like, oh no, slow motion, nani nani, like sad music. Brother two. Nani nani, sad music. And then Aragorn comes in and whoops him. But then the ring, I guess none of these really matter. The orc dies in one manner. Brother dies in one manner. Frodo still has the ring. And they're like, hey, how about we go into this cave that's really dark and really like not nice. And everyone's like, cool, that sounds like a dandy doozle idea. There's no other way, I guess, to go. And then they're like, oh, it's awfully hot and bright in this area. I thought it was a cave. It should be damp. And then Gandalf is like, hold up. And then the guy shows up, the big one. The whip, like shitting. He's like, yo, let me whip you up a new one. And then they're like, Gandalf, you deal with this. I can't even right now. And then he's like, okay. I was like, okay. You shall not pass. Don't pass. And then Balrog's like, cool, I'll fall then. But if I don't pass, you don't pass. And Gandalf's like, run, fools. And they're like, okay. So I guess they end up taking an alternate route. So Gandalf didn't have to die, but Gandalf dies. I guess in some ways he dies. That's the story of brother and the ring. Gandalf dead. Gandalf dead, brother dead. Ring still in possession. Go action team.
Good. Before we go on to the next one, you are missing 2 hobbits.
Oh, the boys.
They were mentioned, just not named.
The boys, Thimbo and Timbo.
Oh.
What are their names? Wait. Those are the second breakfast boys. They're in fact the most relatable people in the entire movie.
Is one of them Tommy?
Like, I really don't want to call him Tommy. Tommy is the brown-haired one. The other one is the other-haired one. And what are their names? Not Sam. Sam is the potato guy. Can you give it like a letter?
P and M.
Pippin. Yes? Nice. M? Mippin? What's his name? Marley.
That's close.
Marley is close?
Yeah.
No.
Not Malfoy. Malfoy's not.
He's not here.
Not here. Me? Give me one more.
M-E.
Me? Merlin? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever spent a thought in my life about the other one's name. Because Pippin might have a funny name. The other one is what? Mendy? Myrtles? Mirtha?
Mirtha?
Give me one more letter.
M-E-R.
Merlin.
Merlin. It's Merlin. I'm so sorry. This Mert.
It's said a lot this time of year.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary?
Mary.
Yeah.
His name is Mary?
Yeah.
And
I
Pippin.
would not have guessed in a million years. Mary Pippin?
Yeah.
Wish you a Mary Pippin. Oh, okay. Now I will never forget. All right. Well, Mary and Pippin, I guess, like, they were really all about this adventure. they, I guess, go off to have second breakfast and never come back. But yeah, so that's the friendship of the ring, a fellowship of the ring.
Mhm.
And they didn't live happily ever after because there's a second movie.